We're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for showing up. Let's see. I want to make sure everybody knows everybody here. I'm sure you do. There's Pam. Yeah, we put her in Lynn's place in the center square. And, yeah, that one. I still can't get it right. That one.
I know. It's so hard.
Yeah. And the gentleman Ed. And Susie Q Aquatics. I broke the clock. I'm sorry. And then Skipper's Aquatics.
Nope.
Or aquariums, rather, not aquatics. And Rob is on the way. His computer's doing an update, so he'll be here in a minute, hopefully.
Don't forget Bob.
Bob Kaler and me. I'm Bob
Big
Kaler.
cheese.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you guys.
Well, I feel like I'm at an AA meeting now.
Feel like
No, you don't.
Oh, there's Catfish Terry. I haven't seen you for a while.
Hey, Terry. I was in a couple of your live streams, Terry, but you were fishing. So I left a message. I said, hey. Guys, we don't have a guest today, as the description says, but I thought it would be a good time to talk about what's next. And I actually borrowed that phrase, or that simple question, what's next, from, oh my God, right out of my head channel. I'll think of it, Lucky Stone, and he's the guy that does a lot of short videos, and he walks outside a lot. He has fish cats, you know, the usual stuff. That most of his stuff is meditative kind of stuff, and he's outside walking no matter what the weather is, and he's just a really cool guy, and he can get so much in 1 or 2 minutes of video that each one ends with what's next. So I'm always waiting to see what's the next one. So today's video, I told him I'm going to steal your question, what's next, for part of my description. So having said all that, be sure to check Lucky Stone out.
Bob, will this only be a 4 to 5 minute video then?
No. Nice try. Ed was that one until I bet you, I can see. Anyway, be sure and check out Lucky Stone. He's an awesome channel. You're breaking up a bit. Well, let this.
That's not his video. That's his. He's getting old, you know. So his voice kind of cracks and breaks.
I've been with him just a week or 2 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Over here, get my mic.
It's an old age thing.
Right. I'll get my mic and earplugs, but what we're going to talk about is what our plans are for the next year. And Susie's got a lot to talk about. I don't know if you all were in her last stream, but she was really expounding over there. So she's definitely got some news and some other things too, I'm sure. So you guys talk amongst yourself for 15 seconds. Or to the chat or whatever.
It was funny that Pam said it's because of old age. Is it like reverse? He's going through puberty again?
That's it.
But I think it's reverse of that. I think it's like puberty, but reverse.
I wouldn't want to go through that again. Jesus.
Mike's Aquatics, that's enough.
Yeah. One thing is for sure, Mike, my money's on Pam. I'm just saying.
Mine too. So, I know there's a lot of events coming up next year, and people must have plans for their hobby and all kinds of things. So, Skipper, what's going
That
on?
sounds good. Bob, that sounds really good.
Yeah, I just hate these things in my ears, so
Oh, wow.
I actually forgot to put it on. So
This sounds like we're sitting right next to Bob in real life.
No.
That's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm
Boy.
glad you're not. I've got on some cute boxers though for you. Hey, if I had on pants, the cats wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to leave that alone, Bob. I'm going to leave that alone. So you're asking me what's next. Well, I'm going to add more to the fish room here. the things. Oh, there's Rob. The things
Hey,
that
Rob.
I had planned on doing.
How is Mrs. Rob doing?
Hey guys, I'm having a little problem getting my Bluetooth hooked up. How's the audio sounding?
Sounds good.
Okay. It won't work through the earpieces, so I can pull those off. But it says the mic is working, but the earpieces obviously aren't. But yeah, Mrs. Aquatic Aesthetics she's in a lot of pain. Oops, I forgot something. Gotta have the hat. She's in a lot of pain. She's suffering through it, and with a little help of Dr. Narcotics, things are coming through. Hey, Maria, good to see you. Yeah, it's rough, but she's got another week or two, and then things are going to be a lot better, and she's going to be up walking around no problem.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, but when they give you a titanium knee, I guess things gotta hurt pretty bad.
Oh, when you said titanium rod, I thought it was the old lobotomy thing.
Oh no. She had total knee replacement. Nope.
Bob's in rare form tonight, man.
Actually, I've been really good.
That's
Brett
the problem.
told me that I was really good.
He was bottled up all day, being nice little Bob, and shit's hitting the fan right now.
That's right. I can't get timed out.
Well, the
I'm
nice
glad
thing is, the way it's set up, she can hear us, and she can scream out if she wants to. So if you guys hear her scream, that she may have moved wrong. So, please forgive that. But she's sitting over here right next to me
Okay.
on a bed. We pulled in a special bed for her.
Oh, good.
Hi, Tammy. I waved at her.
She's waving.
Oh, cool.
I guess that gives me permission. Okay, baby, you want to wave again?
Hello.
Oh, yeah, little hand.
And there, you guys see my other tanks. Few of them, at least. What I don't normally show. But yeah, she's over here beside me and doing very well.
That's good.
Good. That's good.
And some will ask why the separate bed is because we have a water bed, and though she could get in it, she would never be able to get out of it.
Yep.
So,
That sounds like the perfect wife. Sorry. I had to say it. Sorry.
Listen, I got to say this real quick.
Uh-oh.
Because of Ed and Bob, I am the angel tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Oh,
It went through my
I've
mind to say it's in rare form too. Well,
let me get going.
seriously, you said some people will ask why. I just read an interesting article because I like to read weird things and I yearn for knowledge. I yearn for it. So
Absolutely.
it apparently people didn't sleep in the bed before World War II. It was very uncommon for a man and a woman to sleep in the same bed, actually sleep, or the same room. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So that's I know
You never watched Leave It to Beaver growing up?
Yeah, exactly.
and Lucy.
I love
Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah, my
My
grandparents did.
great-grandparents were that way.
My grandparents slept in different rooms. It was like the late 50s, early 60s. Yeah.
No
Anyway.
one in my family that I ever remember did. My grandparents, even my great grandparents, I barely remember them. But they had their own bedroom with one bed.
Yep.
That's why divorces were a lot more uncommon then.
We have never had a divorce in our family.
Nice.
And As many people know, my last name is Johnson. Maybe that's why there are so many Johnsons across this world.
Maybe.
We had 3 in my family. Well, just my mother had 3 alone. So
There's
I
a
think
lot
we're
of
on the
jail.
Oh,
There's probably a lot of Johnsons in jail, though.
for sure.
Oh yeah, there's Johnsons
You got to get away
everywhere.
somehow.
Jesus. Vacation.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So
We got to go back to what Skipper was saying.
yeah, we want to hear all about what Skipper's plans are for the next
For the coming year.
18 months.
Well, I'm going to expand in the fish room, add more tanks as I go, obviously. But the only thing I really have planned is events, is the Triple Crown, Keystone Clash, and I was going to do Aquashello Orlando until I was looking at the plane tickets. So that might change to Chicago. I'm going to an Aquashello this year. That's all there is to it.
The one
But
with the
more
bad
likely Chicago.
tickets.
The plane tickets, they're ridiculous right now to Orlando.
Orlando. Oh, that's a drive for me.
But
About 9.5 hours.
I would rather drive to Chicago than over 18 hours to Orlando. But other than that, that's all. Hopefully, whenever I get this set up to how I want to, I can get into breeding a lot more.
Is she willing?
What's that?
Nothing.
He said, "Is she willing?"
Yeah, hopefully. Holy cow. Or I'd be in jail. I like working there. I don't want to live there. That's for damn sure.
I was just about to say, what are you going to breed?
More. I want to get my corridoras timed in first, or dialed in. And then I'm thinking. Decided yet what other fish that I want to try. That's pretty much it.
I know you have good luck, but good skill. All right, let me see. Pam, just because you were such a butt to me last night, what you got planned?
Nothing.
She wasn't. I knew it, honey.
Trying to survive. That's about it.
Yeah. I know different than that, just on some of your fish plans. Let me get my hen teeth pliers out. Okay. Got some new fish.
Oh, my fish plans. I'm just kind of slowly start up things again that I want to, and I want to do a but I haven't got everything mapped out in my head yet, but I want to do a blackwater tank.
Yeah.
And eventually I want to set up a terrarium and do the orchid mantises.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you need a special fish tank for that, right?
Need what?
You can just use a fish tank for that.
I'm going to just use a fish tank, two small fish tanks, because you got to keep the male and female separate until breeding time, because the females most of the time will kill the males after they breed. So
Bedrooms then.
but not a whole lot. Like I say, mostly I'm just especially right now, I'm just concerned with surviving and not living on the street.
Yeah, that's a good goal. Your wood cats, are they doing well?
They're doing okay so far. Yeah, I'm just they got some growing to do and stuff before I even think about them laying eggs and stuff. But they're doing okay. And then
Are they going to?
Tory cats.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to raise up big enough, then hopefully get some babies out of them.
Nice.
And yeah, that's about it.
You still have your Daisy Rice fish?
Nope, don't have them anymore.
Oh no, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I broke down a whole bunch of tanks because it's kind of hard right now. Mostly because I don't have running water, so I've got to haul water in. So yeah, so I broke down a bunch of tanks because that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
that's probably more exercise than I do in a week.
What's going to go in the Blackwater tank? Yes.
I have not decided for sure yet. It's going to be a bunch of stuff that I haven't tried before. That's
Oh,
all
cool.
I've decided, that it's going to be different stuff.
Cool. Well, if there's anything I've got that you want, I'm be happy to send you some because I don't have any fish here,
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Awesome.
It's just a green screen behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, Bob? What are you going to do?
For next year, what I'm going to do, I'm going to really slow down setting up tanks. I think I'm about where I need to be, or at least the amount of energy I want to put into it every day and every week. But my back acting up the last few weeks, that really let me know that if something happened, like a knee surgery, which is going to happen at some point, that I depend on people more than I do. And like I've had to at the Ark, actually, I have to have somebody do some of my duties, but I can't keep hurting myself. So I'm going to kind of cool off with it. Rack to set up. We've got the 9 10-gallon tanks to go on that, but no rush on that. So I've got that in the waiting. And I've still got one of Ginger Graves' tanks, 125. It's out in my garage. So I do want to get that inside so I can move the Dharma the Fahaka over in it. That's the main reason I took that one when Ginger had to get rid of tanks. And I'm like, I don't need a 125. And then I remembered Dharma. So I've got to get that dragged inside.
Right
But
now.
that 55, the Jack Dempsey's are in. I got those 2 tanks at the same time. That 55 tall Plexis. She's in the other one of that with those big Hoplo cats.
Oh, yeah, she'll need to get moved fairly soon, probably.
She should have already been moved. She's over a foot now. So she does need to get moved. I could put her in the 75 that's that I've got those gobies and black ghost knife fish in. And I could put them in the 55. I could just swap them. And I think about doing that sometime. She's only been moved in her life, She started in a 20, then went to a 29, and then to a 55. So, anyway, as far as the fish, I'm going to try to focus on some breeding projects like the Santa Maria Endler. She might want those, Pam. They're just easy. They're nice guppies to see. From Dan, Santa Maria's. I've got tons and tons and tons of those. But yeah, some breeding stuff. I'm not sure what. Definitely angels. I've got all these angels growing out, nice angels. So definitely those. But I'm also going to get more into. I'm going to be a Susie Q when I grow up. I'm going to get into the reptiles. The more I get, the more I'm enjoying it. At least what I'm getting. I know there are things that I wouldn't enjoy, or I don't think I would. So I'm just going. And I've got my 3 snakes and my chameleons and my blue-tongued skink. So right now I'm happy with that. But I would like to get definitely. So that's kind of what. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know all of that stuff I'm wanting to do. So, and as far as, is that my phone? It's. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Oh, events. I want to go to that Triple Crown thing for sure, June or July. And all of my old dogs are gone now. Milo has a luxated patella now, the little fat one. But the other one, I've only got 2 dogs now. But he can't walk on a back leg, so I'm going to have to get him in and get that casted or surgery or something on that, but that's not a lot. It's like replacement. It's a luxated patella. So that's it. That one event. Skipper, I might go with you to Florida to that thing down there.
Well, I'd love to. I think it's going to be Chicago.
I can't go to Chicago. I went there one time and I had a broken foot, and work made me go in. And I hated it. I couldn't do. I ate in my room, everything. And the conference I went to was a transplant conference. It was in the hotel.
They might have the wanted posters down by now, Bob.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's been about 10 years, so they probably. I think that's the what is it called? It runs out the whatever.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah. Probably free and clear to go there. And it's been 20 since I've been to Florida, so everything's got to be down by now there.
I've never relied on statute of limitations ever.
Really?
Nope.
Unless they've got the poster of you with that beard, thing to worry about.
Well, that was before.
Didn't have it when I was that young, so good luck matching what I look like.
There you
without.
go. There you go.
Yep. Bob, you actually reminded me of something that I forgot about. You started talking about reptiles. There may be a paludarium in the future.
Really?
Yeah, and it's actually the wife's idea. So,
Oh, beautiful.
Nice. I love those. It just looks like it would make me nervous, like painting between the lines on Saturday night. I think it would make me nervous more than relax me. They do that art, Susie Q, and they all have things they do. And I don't have any art. Last night I gave my finger and watched that. So, yeah, I like to see that. What's she going to put in it?
it'd probably be frogs, and then I get to do the fish part.
Nice.
Robert talking about his. Robert's not here. I don't see him in the stream either. I've heard him talking about leopard frogs, and the way my mind is, I was thinking little frogs, and I'm like, he didn't tell me that, but they're the plecos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said they're doing really well.
I watched his video he made when he got them like 2 or 3. All right, Susie.
Me?
Nothing.
Well, first of all, I want to say, Sandy, I'm so sorry. She had a pH crash, and
Yeah.
she lost everything, hundreds of in 2 years.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
sad.
that's
That's a lot of work.
I'm watching for questions. Missed that completely. Sorry.
But I'm focusing on clearing out my reptile room so I can make that into John's in my bedroom. So in order to do that, though, I have to build all these shelving units, and all the enclosures are getting to upgrade 4x4 corner offices pretty much. So that's taking up most of my time. But I just got this 180 right here. It's filled with vinegar water, trying to clean out the old salt water stuff. And I'm trying to decide salt water, African cichlids, or Central American cichlids. It's really hard for me. All three sound great.
Central.
I wish I could
Central. Look behind me. Right here.
I wish I could have them all. This is the largest tank I have. So, and that's what I want to do. I want to have larger tanks, but less tanks. So
Hey,
there's a lot of,
Black Friday, PetSmart, go online, buy a 125 top fin on the stand, and it's $250 off. I think the current price at PetSmart is $649 or $699, one of the two. But I saw the pre-flyer for
how much is the
Black
sale price?
Friday. I don't know, but the normal price is either $649 or $699, and $250 off.
I gotcha.
That's for the stand.
$499, $500, and you're in a 125.
I'm in a similar situation as Pam. I'm having a real hard time. I'm not working, or at least not even a full-time job. I haven't really gotten my retirement yet. So it's just such a huge transition for me, being the breadwinner and to being like, what the fuck? It's really hard because I don't want to give up my passion, because my passion is what drives me. And I love my animals. It's such a passion. Whether or not it's filling empty net syndrome or what, I don't know, nor do I care. It gives me things to wake up in the morning, and sometimes it's hard. So
Well,
I
it's
definitely
not.
want to come up.
You want something to do. You desire projects.
Yep.
Start projects. Get ideas. Make them. Start working on them. You can work on several projects at one time. It doesn't have to be one at a time.
Yeah.
Some projects take a long time to accomplish. For example, at our shop, I'm putting in auto water change, and we'll get to that. But
Oh wow.
it takes time, and so set up little projects like that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
easier than
building
you
this
think.
fish tank stand was a pretty big project in my life. It's the first fish tank stand I ever built. Building these shelves over in the other room is like huge, because I've never built anything like that before. So it's exciting. It's fun. I still haven't figured out how am I gonna get sliding glass doors on the front of all of them, because there's about 12 or 13 of them over there now. But
Oh, I've got the answer for you there.
what's that?
I've got it at my store, and maybe I can get it on video for you one day. Or you can look back and you'll see the greenhouse siding that some people use for tops for their aquariums. You can buy it at Home Depot, I think.
The twin wall polycarbonate.
It's essentially plastic cardboard.
Okay.
It's corrugated plastic, and you take it and a 1/2 inch aluminum rail, and with double stick foam type tape, you put that 1/2 inch aluminum rail on the tank and a wood support above,
Okay.
and then cut 2 pieces of it that can slide within there. Yes,
Thank
he's
you,
got
Ed.
it right there.
Oh, I never even
I
thought of
think
that.
Ed's like Santa. Everything you talk about right there, he can show you.
I
Show
never
you
even
though.
thought
Yeah,
of that.
I think that is actually one of my old sliding doors, maybe. Or
Oh no, this is
he
one of
may have bought
my.
his own.
Yeah, I did all. I have 70 tanks like with this on their tops. This one I'm just gonna clean off.
Susie, my 180
But yeah,
cabinet
that stuff
I mean,
the
it's
most
got
amazing product for fish tanks.
my 180 that was built for me. Zach built that. You know him, Rob. 80 custom made it for me. And it's got what Rob's talking about, the railing in there. And I've got it's a different kind of material because it's only like that much shelves under there also. I can store all my supply. Oh, that's where I need to put stuff. I was looking for a place. Duh. You can put all your supplies under there, especially things you just want to store for backup. And
Okay.
but yeah, I have slid the doors into it because the cats love to be in there. So I just leave them off. But I can send you a picture of
He
that.
built his own sliding, like the channels. He built his own channels.
He bought them. I went with him to pay for it all, but we went to like Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere, and you can buy that. And then you just show you. I'll send you a couple of pictures of it.
What I did, the laminate itself is about a 1/4 inch thick each, and I got the 1/2 inch U-shaped aluminum, and I just put it there, and I made sure I cut 2 pieces longer than the half distance.
Right.
So
Oh.
at any time, they don't come out of position. and they line right up. They slide back and forth. You do
Oh,
not
okay.
have separate channels.
Right. Yeah,
Just that half-inch aluminum rail with two of those, it works remarkably well. If you've got a 48-inch distance to cover,
Yes,
then don't cut them 24 inches.
I
Cut
got you.
them 30 inches. Make them overlap.
Will always overlap.
So they
Okay.
have to go one way or the other. The
Oh,
disadvantage is when it comes feeding time, you can't feed and access. Well, in my case, I'm doing a multi-tank system that has 4 tanks, and it's covered by that. So I can get 2 tanks and then slide it across, and then get the other 2 tanks.
okay.
So that's my issue there. But for a single tank, no problem.
I never even thought of it. That's a good idea.
I can't remember if mine goes all the way across or if it's, let me just look at it.
Can I share how I did mine?
Yes, please.
I did a skirt system where I put a metal, and I should make a video because I started making the video a long time ago and I never did. But I put little metal stripping all the way around the wood stand, and then I took magnets and put that in there, and then I have no, I didn't do the stripping. I did.
Oh, hey.
I bore holes into the wood, put the magnets into the wood.
Careful, Ed.
What? And then I glued washers into my skirting, and I used pleather. So I went to Hobby Lobby and bought that really nice thick black pleather.
Uh-huh.
And I used to do that all the time for the photo studio, so I could put different skirts around a
Right.
table to put the kids on.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice, Ed. Yeah.
Now this has to keep, let's say, a Chinese water dragon or bearded dragon or blue-tongued skink inside the enclosure.
Do a lid, or do what they said. Mine just to make it look nice.
Yep.
That one has a single rod, not a double rod, and
Okay.
it goes all the way across. And the reason I just remembered when I got down there, I need to spray some spray paint in a cup, and the cats love that thing, and I thought they would settle down. You could probably see all where they scratched all the paint. I don't care, but I never did put the stuff in it because they wanted wood. So I'd rather scratch under there than around here on the side that's open to the room.
Okay.
But one of the cats was down there on one of the shelves. I didn't know she was hanging out down there.
And I want to go to the Triple Crown. I don't know how. I don't know how yet, if that's even possible, but
You mean transportation or time?
all of the above. Like I camp, so if there's a campground nearby, I don't mind, camping.
I got dibs with camping with Susie.
Yeah,
She
let's
can.
go.
Yeah, I like you already.
I'm ready.
Is there a creek nearby that has gold in it? That's all I need to know.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That's funny.
Well, what about moving, Susie? Are you still
Well, I've
considering
been
that?
looking a couple of the places that I look at now. Mind you, I'm looking at everything under like $70,000. So they're not. It's a lot of land and maybe a barn and a shed. I don't really care about the house itself as long as I can set my animals up. That's what I'm looking for. Or I can grow my own food. I don't have no plans of living off the grid, but closer to off the grid than I am here.
Right.
I don't want to go in my backyard and have 25 neighbors that can see me.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of property in Tennessee, a lot that's very affordable. And they
Yes,
already
there
have
is.
houses and sheds and barns. Some have ponds and rivers running through them. I'm like,
And
wow.
no income tax.
It's what?
No income tax.
No
That's
state tax. Right.
10%
So far.
sales tax. That's all. Well, 9 point something here in Chattanooga.
Okay.
Almost 10. That's all. That's our only tax here.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Huh. Looks like
it's
I'm in.
amazing.
What
It
are
is.
what are their what are their carry laws?
You got, I mean, you got property tax,
Oh.
but you're,
She asked about the carry laws.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
carry laws are like the best in the nation.
yeah,
You can carry a machete here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
Because you keep in
Carry
mind, I'm right
law,
next to New Jersey, New York, Maryland, and they're like Nazi states. They're off limits. Everywhere.
American citizen with no felony. My understanding in Tennessee right now, carry open.
Yeah. I can.
If
Okay.
you have a license, carry concealed.
And that's everybody in Tennessee has one of
Um,
those.
Right.
That's the way it is in Wyoming too.
Is it?
I do.
Wyoming has there's
Yeah.
no gun laws at all in Wyoming, and there's no income tax in Wyoming. Very low sales tax,
Oh wow.
very low property tax.
What am I doing in Pennsylvania? Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
3
and-
Tennessee guys up here that all have a carry license.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
everybody in Tennessee has one.
Jump in there, Ed.
Well,
She's
it actually blew.
Susie
It
from us.
actually blew me when I looked up the stats, and 10% of Tennessee residents had a carry license. That seemed very low to me, considering the people I talked to. But a lot may lie and say they have it and still carry it, and they get away with it because it's really not a big thing here.
It's attached to your driver's license here, Susie.
Okay.
Yes.
Picture.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like some
Yeah,
of these
I have 2
I
of
get
them,
updates all the time.
and
on
if
the
I get pulled
Tennessee,
over,
all the time. I showed John, but then he says, "Well, you're building this reptile room that can't be moved. Like, but if I lose my house, then I lose my house? I got to be prepared if that happens. Like, I lose my house."
Well,
you
don't go
get
to
in
Wild.
a back county in Tennessee, depending on how far. I'm not saying off grid, but if you don't mind a grocery store 30 minutes, 45 minutes away, there are several areas in Tennessee, some that'll be even an hour and a half away from a grocery store, that you can get land dirt cheap and pretty much build however you like. You get in my area, that changes.
Right.
I'm in the city of Chattanooga. So codes and all that apply.
Right.
Uh,
This was about
but
20 minutes
sometimes-
northwest of Chattanooga.
Northwest, that's going to be Sequatchie Valley. Yeah, you can get away up there with just about anything you want to do.
Oh, cool.
I looked at places up there.
Yeah.
I ended up going the opposite. I went northeast.
That's
Okay.
where I'm at. Yeah.
I'm 20 miles from Bob.
Yeah, it puts you
But-
closer to the,
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
puts you closer to the interstate.
Okay.
But because of the mountains, I'm actually 45 minutes from Bob.
Yeah.
I'm only 20 miles away.
Wow.
But it's kind of a windy road to get to Bob.
Yep.
I
And
like
then,
motorcycles, so I like windy roads.
yeah. And Rob's probably my closest fish store. And he's 45 minutes away, but he's about, I don't know, 22 miles away.
Okay.
Something like that.
And that's something that I would absolutely miss in this area because I probably have 5 local fish stores within a half hour. I mean, like they're
Well,
everywhere.
if you're 20 minutes northwest of Chattanooga, there you have 3 within
Well-
half an hour.
If I
And
want,
Bob,
if I
Bob
wanted
has-
to go to a fish store, I'd have to go down into Colorado.
oh gosh.
Wow. What? Oh my.
Well, Bob has that cat house too for you, Susie.
Yeah, I've got a cat house out back. We were talking about that last night.
I
You
know
can
what
have
a cat house is. What?
No, not that cat house.
It's
this one's
empty.
nice.
What you talking about?
It's empty
We
right now.
don't have those in Tennessee. They have a
Well,
different
wishes it
name.
did.
4 stories. It's really nice. I used to keep cats for the ark out there, and they had a big
Okay.
fenced-in area they could go in and out of, and had a lot of kittens out there. And that, yeah, it served its purpose.
And Susan, you're absolutely right. Come on, we welcome you. Just bring your money here. She's saying there's going to be a great invasion in the Tennessee and Wyoming.
You know, actually, there is right now.
We welcome you.
My sister's been trying to buy a farm for the last year, and people from California and New York keep coming in and offering like $25,000 to $50,000 more than asking,
Wow.
and getting all the farms and stuff. So, because there is a lot of people moving into our state.
For good reason.
There's a difference between property value from, let's say, Northeast, New England area, or the West Coast. If you look at $1 million house in San Francisco, and then you look at $1 million house in Tennessee, you're going to be blown away at the difference.
Yeah.
Not only the land included.
Yeah.
I'm
telling you, what I was seeing for
that's
like
the difference.
70,
So
75,000 was mind blowing. We're talking, there was not only a house, there was
Yeah.
a shed, garage, and at least an acre of land. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric.
oh, just an
Those
acre?
aquatics. That's toward the Tree of Hope, our Christmas tree. We got that going
Nice.
right
Oh,
now.
nice.
I'll do
And-
it. Thank you. And that reminds
That's
me,
awesome.
guys, our guest this week is Eric Furlow. He would have been here this week, but he had a family event, so he can't be here. So that must have changed, Eric. I see. Thank you.
Uh-oh, Cherry Tropical's tank is looking to move too. Uh-oh, look out.
Where's he going?
Looks like Kentucky or Tennessee.
Tennessee. Nice.
Well, we need to grow our mafia, so.
Hey,
Yes,
Joe.
we do. Yes, we do.
Oh, cool.
And then everybody can go shop there.
FedEx, yep.
Hey, Joe
Yeah, in
Mendes.
fact, I guess I need to talk about what I got plans for the future.
Yes.
I do have some. Some of them bigger than the others. If you guys remember, back in February, I made a critical error, a YouTube error. And I decided to go quantity over quality and do a video every day for the month of February.
Oh,
I
wow.
remember.
It was kind of to press myself to see if I could get it out. But the videos weren't the best, but they were just little ones, and see what I could do. And I did choose the shortest month of the year, which was February. My mom taught me that when dieting and all that. Diet month was always February, oddly enough. So I got a different plan now. I want to go back and rehash some things. Number one, the algae turf scrubber, which you guys have seen. I really need to do an update on that because the last one I put up in February just those little tufts of algae, or not algae, but moss. And now that moss is almost taking over the whole tank.
Yeah.
So that, the forest fire tank, I really want to get a lot going on YouTube. Now, aside of YouTube, at the store, our plans, I want to move the frag tank. Everyone sees where it sits. You see it from three sides. Uh, it ended up that, I mean, this is a 4 foot by 4 foot frag tank that should be visible from four sides. It ended up that way because of the way the store was initially set up. So hopefully, I plan on moving it out 5 feet towards center room. However, that's going to take about 10 people to do.
Wow.
The whole stand, the whole tank, everything will have to be picked up and just moved all at once. And it takes some rearranging of electrical and stuff like that. So there's a lot involved to do this. And that I do want to do that as well. I want to get the saltwater section finished up. Those that have been to the store know that the fish section is literally half done. I only have the lower level done. I still have one more whole level I can do that I can double up.
Yep.
And it's about time to get those up and going. So there's a lot planned. I want some of those, including the peninsula. I want those to be more coral related. So one of my ideas, and this is the first time I'm going to say it publicly, because I think this one's huge. So I've got this canoe. You guys may have seen me paddling around in the canoe in one video that I put up, a live stream. But I can't use it anymore. I'm too involved in the store. And I would love to take this canoe and make it a fish tank.
Mm.
It is
Oh, wow.
full out high density polyethylene. I don't see why I can't use it.
You can do it.
I can fill it up with water. I know this because it's sitting right next to my pickup full of water and I can't dump it. I need help just to turn it over. So I got to build a frame for it, but it's 12 or 14 foot long, which would put it right up where the frag tank was.
Oh,
and
nice. Yeah.
still allow a 36-inch walkway through there. I always do 36 rather than 30 because 30 is the ADA, and I always try to get 3 foot. And that way I know there's no issue. And I think putting that as a frag tank, either that, they've got two options, either a frag tank for saltwater or turn it into a koi tank.
Oh.
One of the two.
That would be nice.
I'm torn on that one right there.
Wow.
Lots
If
of
I go
swimming back
koi,
and forth.
I can go aquatic plants. Yes, yeah. All the seats, everything will be taken out. It will be total movement, front to back, all the way around.
That's
I
nice.
can't wait to see that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure out how to incorporate this canoe into the store because I used it so much right before we opened. I gathered so much driftwood that really we made a lot of money on that and really helped the store. So I really want to incorporate it into the store, and I don't have the time to go hunt the driftwood now. Now I just buy it. But my idea was to hang it from the ceiling, but we have 8-foot ceilings. Can't hang nothing. Every fish store I go in has 16, 12, 14-foot ceilings. I've got 8-foot.
We're getting low on
So,
time, so I want to make
hanging
sure Ed
it.
gets to go. Did you hear me?
Oh, let's hear
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh
Not
boy.
to cut you off. I just want to make
Yep.
sure Ed gets a little time.
Well, I'm looking forward to
Oh,
going to
no.
Aquatic
By all means, I was
to
done.
check out this awesome tank canoe.
I know, right?
Right?
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it
I
is.
guess I'll go as fast as I can. In the next year, I know I'll probably be going to all 3 of the Aquashellas since I'm like part of the group, you know.
Nice.
And I need to start checking into the Triple Crown because I haven't done a bit of work on that to figure it out. And everybody keeps telling me I gotta hurry.
You do.
But in my fish room, I started building a second fish room. I've got my tubs from outside in there. I've got 15 3-gallon tanks that I made from cookie jars that I've eaten all the animal crackers out of, and I want to start line breeding a couple of strains of fish, and I want to make my own strain of fish, or of guppy. I'm currently getting a tank ready to put Pam's rice fish in there so I can try to breed them in a giant tank. Like Jesse from HC Aqua from Hawaii, he said he put the rice fish in a great big tank and he just left them alone and they like multiplied like crazy. But I'm still going to keep my 10-gallon tank that they're in right now because it's like filled with moss and probably a bajillion babies. They just weren't there to eat them all. I don't know. I'm going to hopefully I have lots of crafts coming. If anybody ever has an idea for a craft, let me know for making on my craft shows. You know, I want to finish this up this week. I want to finish my cave tank up this week. I wanted to talk to you, Rob. I went by your shop, I think Wednesday, but you weren't there. I got some questions for you about what to put in the cave tank. I'm not going to put blind cave tetras now because I'm going to put it in a 15-gallon cube. So I was thinking crayfish, and I was thinking about maybe your tangerine lobsters, if they're a community that would work good together. You just throw them in by themselves. I don't know. But I'll throw other ideas at you too, Rob. But I don't know. Just looking forward to another fun year.
Yeah.
And one of the things I read with that thought is that animal crackers were invented by a pastor because the recipe was supposed to decrease the sex drive. True fact. That's where animal crackers come from. I've forgotten it.
Well, that would explain a lot since I've ate 15.
I know.
3
I
gallons.
wondered about that.
I haven't had any kids in the last 2 years. There you go. It's the animal crackers.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know. Just and hopefully someday Sean Peck will come. He was supposed to come and do my flugel right here, and last week, but I was just too sick, so I called it off. But eventually, Sean will finish my tank here.
Nice.
So, and I want to redo this whole room. Right now, it's the craft room from the old lady that owned the house before me. So it's got she did her quilting in here. So I plan on one of these days, all these walls will be different. So, and it'll be a little bit more fun, I think, in here. When I'm not looking at little quilts and threads and needles and scissors.
Susie Q might like to have all that stuff.
I would love that. Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this room. It's a little bitty room, but it's like got cubby spaces in it and all sorts of stuff. I don't know. I like this room a lot. It used to just have a futon in here, and when I had guests, I'd let them sleep in this room. But basically, all that was happening is it was collecting cat hair because the cats were constantly in here. But Okay, well, that was a really quick. Oh, and I'm going to definitely do Aquaticon whenever that is. That's
What
the
is that?
Knoxville.
What is that? Never heard of that.
Aquaticon is going to be, it's the first convention of ever here in
Knoxville.
Yeah. And I
Yep.
think it's the first weekend of April, but I'm not for sure. But it's going to be at the Expo Center where they had like the World's Fair a few years ago.
Ah, okay.
Oh, maybe Rob knows more about it. Do you know more about
Keep
Aquaticon,
me
Rob?
up to date on that, Ed. Please keep me up to
That
date.
World's Fair was I went to it back
I
from New
want to
York
be
to go
involved
to
in
it.
that.
Oh, I was wondering why my ears hurt so bad. My glasses were stuck between my earphones and my.
Oh,
Oh,
I was like, why are my earphones hurting the top of my ears? They're just mushed down, straight down.
Rob, I came by there Wednesday too when you still weren't there. And they told me that they were going to get the shrimp.
Yeah.
And I almost asked him, he offered to hold it. And I said, nah, it'll be almost 2 weeks till I had spending money. So,
Oh, and I need a RO system. So that's another thing.
What's that?
the shrimp.
The pistol shrimp or the mana shrimp?
Man,
Bob, you want him? He's yours.
okay. I'll have to get some money.
The
Ed owes me
person
some
that
money. So.
initially bought and I'm not gonna pry, but I'm about to say we could probably come up with the money for you, but the person that initially paid for didn't pay, just reserved it. She had to back down. She was not able to get a tank ready, and just decided differently. So it is available if you
You
would like
just said
it.
I was going to stop saying, didn't I?
That's an awesome one, though.
I know
I've
it
thought
is.
about
And
that too, Bob.
mine's a lime green, and I love him. You know, he's very personable and he's hardy. I killed him while I was down, but he survived it. So, but I really did want the peacock. Okay.
I've never seen one I've never seen any animal with the personality like that one has.
It's awesome.
People walk up that know what it is. They go up with a smile on their face. She sees it, and it's a female, is what I've been told by someone that knows what you're talking about. And but she sees the smile on their face as they approach, and when they stick their head up to the tank, total strangers to her, she's right up at the tank, meeting them at the glass. And Bob, you were probably one of them that she did that with.
Yeah.
cool.
This
she did
is an
that for my
amazing
shorts.
animal. I am so impressed. Yeah. And you actually got her flip with the half twist. And that's the amazing thing is she shows everybody that. She'll go up, she'll look at them, and she'll go away and flip over and come right back.
Oh, Danikin's on, huh?
Yeah.
Just amazing animal.
Guys, I'm going to cut it up because Maria don't play. When she says Danica now, she means Danica now. So, thanks, guys, for sharing. It's exciting hearing what everybody's coming up. I really enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. And Eric Furlow will be our guest next week. So,
Awesome.
see y'all. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
See you soon, Rob. Bye.
See you guys.